oh, it's frozen, it's frozen. It's like, no, 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 no. Everything's fine. It does that. Again, I don't understand why. It's just a thing. By the time the ads are done, I will have swapped us over to the next thing. So have no fear. Even though Twitch decides to argue with me. That is the benefit to those ad breaks, is getting to do things like switching games seamlessly. At least seamlessly for anybody that doesn't have a subscription. I'll do the whole explanation of what this is and everything once people come back from ads, so that they all get to hear the explanation. But hopefully y'all have been enjoying the goofy demo nonsense here today so far. Turn VSync on, because it's currently running at like 800 frames that it doesn't need. There you go. There was another game I was actually planning on running today, but it was doing exactly that. It had no VSync or any kind of stopping options, and it was using tons of CPU. So unfortunately, we had to leave one of the games behind entirely because of that. I won't be naming it because I don't want to draw negative attention to anybody for that, but just keep an eye on that when you're running demos. There are some that do not have settings to allow for keeping it from just running your CPU into the ground, unfortunately. It's a rare thing for it to be a problem, but it is a problem I've run into a couple times. And for anybody interested in any particular demo, and you may have missed part of it, don't worry. Everything's going to be chopped up when it comes to YouTube tomorrow. They'll be staggered out and all separated into their own things for YouTube, so you got that going for you. And yes, there is a VOD channel on YouTube. You can find it if you hit exclamation tree. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. You didn't miss anything. I just switched us over to Stackmon and then did not do anything of note in the interim. Just rambled a little bit and plugged the fact that these were all going to be separated into separate videos for YouTube later. Yeah, this is Stackmon. I don't know too much about this. This is one of the demos I did not test too much, but it looked interesting. And before I forget, let me get you the store page for Eccentric, and then I'll get you the store page for Stackmon so you can get a look at that page for yourselves while I do this explanation. There you go, there's Stackmon. So basically, this is a creature collector where you are facing off against your fellow scouts at what seems to be some manner of... I hesitate to say a summer camp deal, but it's that kind of feel. And the main mechanism for a lot of the control in this is interesting, which is the main thing that got my attention. Because I've not seen this style of game used this way. It'll make more sense when we get to actual gameplay why I say it's unique. So there's going to be a little bit of reading before we get anywhere. Ah, welcome, brand new scout, out to the magnificent, dazzling, absolutely incredible world of Stackmon. I'm the legendary, sleepless, sometimes misunderstood, but absolutely brilliant Professor Pine. This little big world here, we call Gaia, and oh, what a place, it's packed to the brim with these amazing little creatures. Now, Scout, I need you. You see, the people here at Gaia are stubborn. They live divided into scout orders. Each order worships a single element, stays in their little corner, caring for their little natural parks, fighting like kids to prove who's best. Ridiculous. But I discovered something revolutionary. Stackmon are stronger and happier when they're together, mixed, united, in harmony. And that's why I founded the newest, brightest, most spectacular order on the planet, the Harmony Order, where fire and water, lightning and stone, aether and plant all live side by side in one big, slightly dysfunctional family. And guess what? You, yes you, are one of my very first pupils. Applaud, ancestral spirits, applaud for the scout. Come closer, please. Use your mouse to drag whichever character you identify with most, the Professor. So that's the thing, is you click and move things around on the table. If you played that one alchemy sim that came out not that long ago, or Cult Sim, or a handful of other things like that, you'll be familiar with how this works. Basically, you drag and drop things together, and there'll be, like, timers and such that'll happen from you dragging them together. Ah, now we're talking. I can see that determined look in your eyes better. For the glorious Harmony Order to flourish like a mighty pine tree, we need something essential, earning the respect of the other orders. And how will you do that? Ah, it's very simple. You must travel all across Gaia, challenging the scout leaders, defeat them, earn their trust, and claim their medals. But it doesn't stop there, no. You will also help this humble camp become the most amazing, the most sparkling, the most fantastic camp in history. How do you ask? By planting, building, completing missions, crafting gadgets, and bringing back shiny treasures from your adventures. And of course, the most fun part, helping me catalog every Stackmon on this planet. All of them. Just try not to go insane in the process. I'm already there. But, let's take it slow. We can't put the cart before the panic. Okay, right? First, the basics. Take a good look at this. See this booster pack? Inside it rests fabulous cards, and these cards will help pave the way for your journey. If I'm going too fast with reading this guy's dialogue, by the way, that's just how he looks to me. He sounds like the kind of guy that'd be talking at a mile a minute and making very little sense along the way. Come on, don't leave me biting my nails. Click that booster pack with your left mouse button and cover the secrets it holds. So we got a twig and a happy berry plant. Very good, my fearless young scout. We've reached the practical part, the exciting part, the part that separates heroes from those who just can't stack properly. In the glorious world of Stackmon, absolutely everything is done by stacking cards. Yes, cards. Now try this. Take your trainer card and stack it onto this happy berry plant and card that just came from your booster pack. When you do, poof, the resource cards it drops are yours. One more tip. If you hover your mouse over a card, it will show you its description on the left side of the screen. If you want to feel like a real scientist, inspect the card with your right mouse click. So it's a plant that gives happy berries. Okay. Very good. What the stick? It's a stick made out of wood. And now you can see that it triggers all kinds of things, though. Yeah, we'll just go pick the berries. Ta-da! We got berries. And now you see the main mechanism by which everything in this is gonna work. Professor clutches his berry. Talking so much has made me incredibly hungry. I know, how about you help me? Take these delicious happy berries, combine them with a twig, and create a skewer. Then bring it to me immediately. I must taste this scientific delicacy for the sake of research. Yes, for the sake of research, yes. So now we've made the right combination. Now the timer will start and actually do the thing. So I'm sure this game is going to be all about, like, finding the right combinations to make a variety of things happen. Yes, that skewer was simply divine. An explosion of flavors, a symphony of happy berries with a rustic touch of a stick. Thank you, young stout. He wipes his mouth on his own coat. Now listen closely, because the most awaited moment of your entire life has arrived. Yes, it's time to choose your first Stackmon. Each Stackmon has specific attributes that make them different from each other. Max health, attack damage, attack speed, working speed, and critical chance percentage. But remember, they're not just helpers, they're your companions. Treat them with respect, with care, with hugs, if they have arms, of course. Because together you will face a world of challenges. Anyway, enough talk. Choose one of them to be your first companion. Drag the Stackmon that caught your attention onto the house card, and let the adventure begin. So let's see, we got Platy, the water platypus. It shapes high-pressure bubbles with its hands, spends more time admiring its own bubbles than in battling. If one pops too soon, it cries for hours. That's tragic. The Growlet. Its head fuse burns brighter the faster it flies. It thinks its goggles make it fly faster. They don't, but no one has the heart to tell it. And the Floaf. It roams through clearings and fields, pausing to drink the sunlight, and when it shakes itself, the seeds in its fur fall, leaving small flower beds along its path. These are all great. I'm kind of surprised that the fire one has the lowest attack. Oh, that's because it has the highest attack speed. Okay. It's a terrible worker, though. Got the lowest health as well. Ordinarily, I would go for the fire immediately, but I'm kind of drawn to the flow, so we'll take that. Very good. What an emotional moment seeing a pupil about to begin their glorious life adventure. It's the kind of thing that makes this old professor's heart beat faster. The professor discreetly wipes away a tear with his own coat once again. But enough sentimentality, it's now time for action. Do you know how to control the camera? Easy. Click and drag the left mouse to move it and zoom with the mouse wheel. Noom. Now go. Open booster packs, discover new cards, sell some, buy others, repeat the never-ending cycle of card science. In time, with a touch of genius, of course, you'll discover new recipes, these great, even more incredible cards, and expand this camp until it becomes the greatest natural park in all of Gaia. You have the feeling he's a little too excited about his job? I'm just gonna move you over here, buddy. You stay over there. You stay over there and think about what you've done. Okay, so we got trees, rocks, and berries. Where you go pick berries, buddy. You found a card that can be sold. Well, you can see its value in the lower left corner of the card. Try dragging this card to the selling area in the shop at the bottom of the screen. When you sell it, you'll get money cards. Drag these money cards to the purchase area of the Dawn of Adventure booster pack to buy a pack and get even more cards. Okay. It's kind of a shame that the music has left us and has turned into just birds, but they're nice birds at least. And we no longer have a berry bush. Okay. Howdy, Tara. Appreciate you popping in. We're just on a quote-unquote Pokemon-esque adventure with a bunch of cards. Okay, you can revive your Stackmon and heal them at the house. Oh, the game told us to sell these, so let's go ahead and sell these. Gives us stack money. Go attack the tree, see what happens. While you're doing that, I'll deal with the rocks. So I have an idea. Oh, we got an Epla fruit. I wonder. Because there's got to be a way to end up not being able to do anything. Because if I didn't sell enough to get the Dawn of Adventure, but I used up everything, you might be able to put yourself in a bad position there. Can I? No. That does not work. Okay. Can you do anything with these rocks? No. Yes, yes. Ruff, ruff. Very good, little buddy. Let's go ahead and buy the Dawn of Adventure like the game told us to. Oop. Oh, there we go. It'll automatically pull it. Get us a rock, a tree, and stack totem. You found an idea card. Hover over to check its description for a recipe hint. When you find an idea card, it's a recipe automatically added to your recipe list on the left side of the screen. There you can check all the recipes you've already discovered. You can inspect resource cards with a right click to see which recipes also use that card. Note, you do not need this idea card to make a recipe. It only serves as a hint, so feel free to sell it whenever you want. Okay, so that just helps us get to the right idea. So 1 wood and 2 stack gem, and either a trainer or a Stackmon can make this. And you can use this as a means of capturing wild, unconscious Stackmon. So you gotta pummel them into unconsciousness before you can make them join your team. Understood. You go ahead and do that again. I'll do this again. And considering it tells me the recipe right there, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it because I can just remember that. It also relies on us getting gems that we do not have. So I'm not too concerned about it right now. We did get some actual wood now, as well. Oh! We got a quest to stack up. Combine this card with 3 rocks. Well, good news! I just so happen to have a lot of rocks. There you go. Okay, that was a neat little jingle. Hello. How are you? I'm Professor Pine's assistant. People call me Penny Pine because of that. I honestly think it's kind of a weird nickname, but I've gotten used to it. I help the professor with his daily tasks. Maybe a bit too much, actually. I think I deserve a raise, but anyway, right? Yes. He asked me to teach you how you can start exploring this vast world. Sometimes I wish I could go out and explore too, but I always end up stuck here helping this crazy old man at the camp. Well, you just earned an AP coupon. This coupon can be sold, and when you do, you'll receive adventure points. Usually you get them as rewards for completed missions, like the one you just finished. Ah, and look at this indicator here. It shows exactly how many adventure points you currently have. Once you have at least 3 points, you can start a real adventure. To do that, just click here on the compass to prepare for your expedition. But there's an important detail I almost forgot. You need to take at least one Stackmon with you. Just open your backpack and drag it in there. Just chuck it in the bag. In Stackmon, you can put other useful cards in your backpack, like healing cards, stack totems, and well, anything that might help you out there. Everything you find on your journey can also be stored in the backpack and brought back to the camp. So try going on an adventure. Put a Stackmon in your backpack and click the compass when you're ready to set out. Oh, and they did give us a stack totem from that, too. So let's sell the coupon to get enough points. We also got money from that, which is kind of neat. Let's see. Where is our backpack? There's our backpack. So bring the totem. Bring Floaf. Oh, they actually go in these separate pouches up here. That's actually nice. I like that. Can I bring the assistant? No. It would be very funny. Just put them in the bag. Bring them with me. I need information. Come along. Let's actually do another Dawn of Adventure pack before we go, though. See if we can do anything interesting with that. AP coin, tree, and Happy Berry. Sell to receive 1 adventure point. Okay. I'll go ahead and take care of this tree myself. It's gonna be slower, but it'll be fine. This way we can bring this Happy Berry with us, though, to heal Floaf. And then I think it's off to adventure for us. I just want to see if this tree is going to give us another healing item is the main thing right now. The horn of day ending. Nope, just twigs. Okay. Off we go then. Prepare your backpack and click go. Go! So we've got Forest Route 1, Blocking Vines, Forest Route 2, Forest Park, Mountain Route 1. I'm assuming the vines are going to get out of the way once we deal with the forest path. And then you get a shortcut to the mountain. Off we go, though, to Route 1. Go! Legally distinct Pokemon away! Wow, you made it to the forest route. Each route you visit will have booster packs with cards for you to find and collect. I think it would be best for you to just open these packs to see what's inside. Inside them you'll probably find tall grass and, well, sometimes wild Stackmon might be hiding in there, so stay alert, okay? You might have to battle. While exploring, take a look at the AP bar here. It's important to keep an eye on it because it shows how much time you have before you lose an adventure point. If you don't have an adventure point when the bar reaches 0, you'll have to return to the camp. I highly recommend using the space key or clicking this button up here to pause the game. That way you can think about your strategies calmly without worrying about the time passing. If you want to return to the camp early, just hit this little button here near the compass. But good luck on your adventure. Try opening packs, discovering new Stackmon, and exploring everything you can. That is a good point about pausing, so we can actually look at things. So we got a gem formation, some tall grass, a tree, and an epla fruit. So, Floaf, you go look in the tall grass. I'm gonna go ahead and beat up this gem formation while you do that. Got a route challenge, a plant scout, tall grass. Let's organize this a little bit. Oh, I can't move you. Okay. Yeah, and the route challenge is attached to the plant scout, so we'll deal with that in a minute. Let's sift through both the tall grass and then we'll fight the plant scout. See what they've got going on. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, we found a Froggow. Oh, and it fights automatically, too. Oh, your first Stackmon battle. I imagine you might be a little nervous, but don't worry. You don't need to be afraid. I promise it's easier than it looks. During the fight, Stackmons will attack automatically once their attack bar is full. The damage dealt is dependent on the creature's attack power. Don't forget, the elements make a huge difference. They have advantages and disadvantages against each other, so depending on the combination, the damage could be higher or much lower. You can also use some consumable items during battle. Just drag the item you want onto your Stackmon, and it will use it. It could be the detail that decides the fight. So that's it. Good luck in this battle. I'll be here cheering you and your Stackmon on. Now, admittedly, since this whole area is a forest and there's probably a lot of plants, the fire probably would have had an advantage, though this looks to be rock? Perhaps? Oh, it's neutral. Okay. It's just this game's normal type, then. We'll just beat it up and move on with our day. I don't really want to use our only stack totem on that. Bonk. Great, you managed to eat your first rival Stackmon. The timer has appeared below it, shows how much time is left before the Stackmon escapes. When the time runs out, it'll get away. But it will drop a reward and a bit of Stack Essence. Stack Essence is very valuable. With it, you can strengthen your Stackmons, helping them level up and become more powerful. But there's something else. Instead of just letting it escape, you can try to capture it. To do this, just drag a Stack Totem onto the unconscious Stackmon. This will start the capture process. Nah, we'll let that one go. I'm busy putting gems in my pocket. Who are you? What are you doing? Where are you? I don't see you. You're not there. You're not real. Mothhold. Yeah, you know what? This might be more interesting. It's also an Aether type, which I think has advantage against us. Ow, yes it does. Munch the berry. Funk. It actually hits us really hard. And has more strength than us, so we might actually be in trouble here. Okay, we have more healing, though, so I think we might be... No, we're still in trouble here. And I don't think I can retreat from this. Wait, there's another berry. Eat berry fast. It's gonna live still, though. Or it's gonna be real close. We got it. Let's go. 1 HP in a dream. Capture that thing. Howdy, Charlotte. How you doing? We've captured our first new friend. Ta-da! You captured Mothhold. It flutters slowly through the night, leaving faint trails of ghostly dust. Elders say it brings peaceful dreams. We got the dream moth. It's got a disadvantage to fire and electric. It's got an advantage against grass and darkness? Question mark? I don't know what the swirly purple evil is yet, but we'll find out probably. That'll probably be very good. Congratulations, my young scout. You just captured your first Stackmon. What a glorious moment. I can almost smell the thrill of discovery in the air. But you can't use it just yet. When you capture a Stackmon, it's stored in the stack tent here at the camp. When you come back to the camp, I'll teach you how to build a proper house for your new friend. After all, every creature deserves a home. Ah, and while we're at it, I think it's the perfect time to tell you about my research notebook, the Stackpedia. It's where I centralize all my research on the marvelous creatures that inhabit this world of Gaia. If you press escape, you'll see the Stackpedia option. Inside, you can check out all the Stackmon you've encountered, and of course, the ones you've managed to capture. Fascinating, isn't it? And that's not all. In the Stackpedia, you'll find detailed descriptions, habitats, and even which abilities each Stackmon can learn. A true scientific companion right at your fingertips. He remains entirely too excited about everything. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to retreat, though, because we have a whole 1 hit point left to our name. Amazing! Your Stackmon just leveled up. When this happens, it improves some of its attributes, becoming stronger and more prepared for new challenges. But that's not all. Upon reaching certain levels, Stackmons can also earn new skills and abilities, which can be useful in battle and daily tasks. And there's one more super important thing, evolutions. Some Stackmon can evolve when they reach certain levels. And you know what's even more exciting? Some can even evolve more than once. Keep training and taking good care of your companions. Each level is another step towards incredible discoveries. Oh, you are healing. So +2 hearts over your head. Or was that just the health you gained? That was just the health you gained. Well. Come on, little buddy, into the backpack. We're taking this wood and we're going home. We will get you next time, Plant Scout. Next time! What a splendid specimen of Stackmon you captured, huh? A true scientific treasure. The little creature you've just captured is inside the stack tent. You can click on the tent to open it and take your Stackmons out. You can also store your Stackmons on the tent by dragging them onto it. Listen closely, your new friend is to truly help you. They'll need something essential, a home, a place to call their own. While a Stackmon was looking to a house, you can use it as your companion in your daily adventures, and when you place it in its own little house, it'll be healed with a refreshing little magical nap. When you capture more Stackmons, because I know you will, you can build more houses or simply move the new resident to an existing one. In that case, the newcomer takes over the spot of the previous tenant. So go on, take your new companion out of the tent, build a house for it, and drag it into the new house. Or be a slumlord and kick them all out. It's up to you. Figure it out. Yay, we got a reward pack for that, which I assume is gonna have everything I need to make a house. Yep, the idea for a brick, which is 2 rocks, 1 coal, 1 furnace. The house needs 2 bricks, 2 wood. But we got plenty of wood, thankfully. This card needs 3 happy berries. I have none, so, goodbye, quest. Stack the wood nicely so I can keep track of it easier. We do have 2 stack gems as well, which we know that 2 stack gems and wood makes another stack totem, so we'll quickly make that. 2 bricks, 2 wood. Flo, if you can handle making the house for our new friend, I believe in you. So now we got a way to capture a new friend when we find another one that I want. Put all that wood over there. We don't really need the idea of the house that badly. We'll go ahead and sell that. Brick I'll keep as the brick's kind of complicated. Put you 2 over here. You can figure your lives out without me. Oh, another quest has appeared. 3 wood. Good news for you. Enjoy all of this wood and give me money. And I got another totem for that. They didn't really give me money. They gave me an AP coupon, which is arguably better than money. Open another Dawn of Adventure pack. We got an AP coin, which sells for 4, which gets me another pack. Let's go. You get all the joy of ripping packs, and you get to go on adventures. What more could you possibly want? Why does the tent clatter like a pan? I'm concerned about this. But now we got Mothhold ready to do work. And they're kind of a terrible worker, but that's okay. They're gonna be out in the field murdering my enemies, so they're gonna do a great job. Let's see. Loaf, go ahead and knock over that tree for me. Yeah, we have no way of getting the happy berries still. Just 2 wood from that, huh? That's nothing but a shame. We have 1 stack money to work on that rock formation. Okay, I can pick up the whole stack. You just gotta pick up the top of the stack. Or the bottom of it, technically. You gotta grab the card that's at the bottom of the set, so that you can move them around. Now the problem is making more money. Wait. Okay, I just have money in my pocket, I guess. Wonder what that feels like. Let's go and sell the Epla fruit and one of our other things. Go on a more adventure. Got us another... Oh, there we go, the furnace. 3 rocks, campfire, a coal. Okay. Oh yeah, they've got affinity for certain types of work. Ah, if the stack is nearby, it will stack intelligently. Look at that. That's actually really convenient. It's a shame I'm gonna be selling 3 trees. Actually, you know what? I might go for a diving deeper. Just to see what we get from that. Wow, we've already been playing this for a half hour, too. Goddamn. I'm be flying. Oh, wait, quest. 2 stack gem. I do happen to have 2 stack gem. What's the reward? I don't know. Well, you know what? I'll give you my 2 stack gems. It'll probably be worth it. Another totem and an AP coupon. So yeah, arguably worth it. So that's 4 money. We should try combining more things, but I want to see what's in the diving deeper pack. That was worth it. 2 gem formations and a soil, which lets me grow things. I just need to get a thing I can grow now. But this is gonna be a lot of gems, which is gonna be great. So I might actually just make totems to sell. Because the totems are worth 4, and the component parts are only worth 3, so I'd make a profit that way. This is a very chill game, though. Which really shouldn't come as a shock, considering the nature of what it is. We really should try experimenting with recipes a bit more, though, so we can actually figure more things out. Oh, you actually made twigs! Oh no, you fucked it up. Clove. Clove, you fucked it up, little buddy. Why are you like this? Why did you turn the... Not quite. Fluff looks like he could make people into twinks, but that's a whole other situation. He turned all the wood into little twigs. Which is technically useful, because that doubles the value of all of that wood, but that didn't make the totem that I wanted. Well, nothing for it but to sell those and try to get more materials. I'm starting to think he can't be trusted making things. Which, to be fair, he has no thumbs. So making things is probably difficult. We did get an epla fruit. Plant that there and you do that? That looks like it's doing something. I'm hoping good things are happening. And yeah, the rock formation's stacked, so he actually just went from working on one thing to right to working on the next. Nice. This has a lot of nice little intelligent features like that. Yeah, the furnace does take a lot of rocks. Oh, what do you want? 4 happy berry. Got nothing for you on that one. I have no happy berries for myself, let alone happy berries for you. Go away. Try again another day, otherwise known as never. You can try again to make a totem. Oh, you made a tree. You know what? The apple did come from the tree, so I guess you making another tree makes nothing but sense. Anyway, carry on. We'll go ahead and sell that for more stack money. Actually, we could try to go for an advanced explorer pack. Is you go ahead and just plant another tree. And this is money number 10. So, boom. A coal? Yes, we got coal formations. We can make coal. No, well, I'm trapped between the coal formations now. How? Avalanche. Send help. Also, the bricks are worth 4, so that's pretty good. Professor's just watching this happen like, what's this stupid kid doing? Why is he buried in rocks? Doesn't he know he could have his Stackmon do that for him? Look at this stupid kid. Look at what he's doing. Why'd I trust him with this? This is what happens when you leave somebody like me with something like this. My brain just starts getting bored and I start doing stupid nonsense. Mothhold, can you succeed in doing this? Technically. I am the one who buried the trainer in rocks, so yes and no simultaneously. Okay, Mothhold succeeded in making a totem. We do have 3 of them already, though, so we'll sell this totem as well. Make some money. Sell this brick as well. So we got 6. Let's go ahead and do another diving deeper, then. Which was worth it. We got more soil, another coal formation, and a gem formation. What I'm curious to see is whether different things have different interactions, so I'm going to have Mothhold hit the gem formation. It's going to take it longer to get it done, but I'm curious to see if a different result's going to happen. Because I think Floaf might have an interaction as far as wood goes, which is why the the twigs happened. Yeah, see, 1 wood plus 1 trainer or Stackmon affinity plant makes twig. So apparently Stackmon can make totems. It just may be that the affinity took priority. Oh, what do we got here? 4 twigs. It's a shame I sold all my twigs. Well, we can make 2 with this piece of wood, but that's not enough. And we have no plants to make more for trees with. On an adventure, then. We got a happy berry. Go ahead and plant that and the Etta fruit. You two get to work on making plants. We're not going to be able to do the 4 happy berries, but it's going to take too long, but we might be able to manifest the 4 twigs. We have a lot of adventure points, so technically I should be rushing off on adventures, but I'm doing maintenance on my camp right now. I got things to do. I got too many things to do. I could spend literally days sitting here in the camp, I think, with the way this game's set up. Much like in half the survival games I play, I just spend the whole day in the camp and doing in-camp things, and people are like, hey, I went and did all these things. Like, that's great. I ate this potted plant. I ate this basin. I got this really cool axe now. Was that all you did today? It's like, well, yeah. Yeah. There we go, happy berry plant. So you go ahead and process the wood into twigs, like you did before. I'll pause what I'm doing and make the other one. Hit the happy berry plant. So I'm figuring with his affinity, I'll get more berries out of it. Yep. So now we'll multiply that into 2 fields. Yes, yes, infinite berries. Just endless berries. Berries for everyone. Except only for me, but don't worry about that part. There we go, we get another AP coupon and another totem. We'll sell this totem as well, because I don't think I'm gonna need more than 3 totems anytime fast. That should be 6 now? Yes, it is. Another diving deeper pack. We got a mushroom! Gives your Stackmon 200% haste for 6 seconds. Neat. I wonder if I can plant that. Also, the fact that I got a rebate of 2 coal for my 1 coal that I sold is great and also upsetting at the same time. Can you do anything with coal? Not directly. I'm assuming twigs and coal probably make a campfire. Even if that's not exactly how that works. Okay, you can plant the mushroom. Like, you can make a campfire with coal, but it's kind of overkill. What's this? 4 happy berries again. What is with these people and their damn happy berries? The Mothhold's cry also sounds like somebody blowing their nose, and I don't know how to feel about it. I just need to make a campfire, and then I can make a furnace. And I need a furnace for bricks. There we go, mushroom colony. Let's go. Like, I can actually make the happy berry order work this time, but the problem is that will be all of my happy berries. And I'm not really interested in that idea. So I could probably plant another plant and get it harvested before that timer runs out. So we can make that work, technically. And we know that if we make a happy berry skewer, we can heal better. So 10 healing per berry is not that bad. Which I am a terrible pet owner. I just realized I have yet to let Flo heal in the house at all. They've just been working the whole time. Why won't you go onto this stack? Nope. 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 We're out of soil now, which is going to be an issue. This way I can fulfill this order and still have a berry left. Make more berries with. Ooh. Revigem. Brings an unconscious Stackmon back with 40 HP. During an adventure can only be used if you have at least one conscious Stackmon. Put that right in the backpack. We have 20 AP now, though. We can travel for days. Go ahead and get these mushrooms picked. See if we get anything unique out of that. Nope, just mushrooms. Kind of expected. Mushroom haste might be useful. Oh. Makes sense. You would need fire and 2 pieces of wood to make a charcoal, essentially. I should be looking at these silhouettes more to figure out more of what these want. Hold that thought, reality. Pause for a second. Yeah, these are just how to get, but we can get an idea of the recipes involved. Okay. Maybe I need a rock to go with the coal twig combo. Nope. Maybe it does need actual wood then. Either way, I don't think we need this much coal. So get us another Dawn of Adventure pack. Epliscure. That's useless information because that's just 2 pieces of fruit and a stick. Go away. And kick that tree over. Once you're done with that tree, I will let you rest. House is up here. Go take a nap. Okay, they don't heal fully. 4 wood? Nah. Not really gonna be that much of an option. We have so much coal. I keep realizing bit by bit just how much I have of that. Currently I have a bunch of rocks, too. So I think we sell down to 3 of each of those for the moment. That gives us 5 stack money. I need to figure out campfire. Maybe it's wood, coal, and rock. Nope, those just don't go together at all. It just slides away immediately. What I'm thinking might be the problem is we're missing a source of fire. And that's why we can't make a campfire. I was hoping the coal would count. But I think it doesn't. Okay, you're done healing. We only have 5 money right now. So I would need to sell 1 more thing. I think what I'm going to do is go higher than that, make another stack totem instead. Maybe go for Advanced Explorer again. That's 3, 6, 9. I need 1 more again, though. You know what? Fine. So 1 coal. Bam. Advanced Explorer. Iron ore! And 2 bricks. Unfortunately, we need to use a furnace for that, though. That is equal to the value of what I spent, so I could just sell them back and get another... or Advanced Explorer again. Because we do know how to make bricks. Bricks are really not that hard to make. We just need to make the damn furnace. And then we can make all the bricks we want. I tell you what. Resell the bricks, we keep the iron ore, we go to diving deeper next. We got rope, coal, and mushroom. Okay. That's used in a fishing pole, some kind of backpack, a box, and a well. I think I know how to make the well. Because it would presumably be something along these lines. More than that, though, obviously. Aha! 2 twigs, 1 rope, 2 rocks is making something. Probably the well. 3 happy berries, 4 wood, no. Now, admittedly, I'm not really sure what a well's gonna do for me, but at least I've made something. Aside from a fool of myself. I also now have 3 mushrooms. Admittedly, doesn't much matter. I'll sell the 3rd mushroom. Grab a Dawn of Adventure. So that the kids have something to do. Ooh, 2 happy berry plants. Let's go. Oh no, apparently the rocks were irrelevant. I have now made a fishing rod. That's not what I intended to make, but you know what? I have the recipe for it now, and I have a fishing rod, I guess. The logic was sound of what I put together there for it being a well, but I guess we need larger rocks than that to make the well? Maybe it was more rocks and less twigs. Hard to say. I could complete the happy berry order now, but I think I'm gonna hang on to my berries. We also have 2 apple fruit now. So I think it's time for us to go back out on an adventure. So we'll take 3 berries and a fruit. And we'll bring both the kids with us. Come along. Don't hiss at me like that. We'll bring a mushroom as well. Probably over-preparing, but you know what? Better over-prepared than under-prepared. Onward to adventure! Let's see what we got in this version of the forest. Harmony Scout. Still wanting to fight me, even though we're on the same team. Very harmonious of them. Blocking vines. Ah, only Stackmon with a certain skill can cut it, so we need this game's equivalent of cut. Yeah, that tracks. Let's hit the trees first. Oh, I do only have so much space in my backpack, in hindsight. So that's a bit of an issue. So we'll have to actually use some of our materials before we leave. We also did not get any berries out of those trees, which is upsetting. We got lots of tall grass to hit, so let's get this party started. Another moth hold. Get away from that. Let moth fight moth. Our moth is slightly better, so he should handle that just fine. Yeah, you go ahead and fight that. We don't need to capture another moth hold. We already have one. Pinpaca. Yeah, you seem fun. I might capture you. You have this level. Ooh, we got a rope out of that. Perfect. Join us. Be one with us. So I can only have 3 in my pockets. Well, then again, they go to the tent, so that's fine. Ding! You captured Pinpaca. A soft, sweet, and always full of energy. If hit, it scatters confetti from its fur, just like a piñata. Both kind of dinged up, though, so here, you take that. You take that, so you're both in better shape. So I can pocket the rope so we can take that home with us. Yeah, we need to defeat the Plant Scout in order to proceed further. So I might ignore the Harmony Scout. Let's go ahead and fight the Plant Scout now. Oh, you have two. Both of them are plant-based, though, so that's good. Let's fight the grape leaf first. Because we have advantage here, by far. Go ahead and speed you up. Your Stackmon has received a status effect. These are temporary effects that can be either positive or negative. Each Stackmon can only have one positive and one negative effect at the same time. When a new effect is applied, it replaces the previous one. You can hover over your Stackmon to see details about its status effects that are affecting it. Just destroyed the poor thing. Give you the essence to make you stronger before you go beat up the other one. I'm figuring since he's got advantage against both of them, he should be able to just trash these. He's without too much ordeal. The haste looks like it's wearing off, though. Which does put us at a slightly less advantageous position. Go ahead and break these down to twigs so we can take them with us. And he exploded into Epla fruit. Wow, you completed the challenge on this route and found a route card. These cards are super important because when you combine one with your trainer, you can move to a new route on the map and keep exploring. Ah, here's something cool. On future adventures, you don't have to repeat the challenge on the same route. The route card will already appear in one of your booster packs, making it easy to progress. When you're done exploring this route card, just click the compass to return to the map and choose the new route you just unlocked. We got extra pouches as well, so go ahead and combine that with ourselves so we have space in our backpack now. Put the Epla fruit in there, aside from using one on you. Open up the treasure chest. Football armor. Ah, wonderful, you just found an equipment card. These items are essential for strengthening both you and your Stackmons. In addition to boosting attributes, some grant special effects, and of course they also make everyone look way cooler. The process is simple, just drag the equipment onto your Stackmon or onto your trainer. If it's compatible, each companion can hold up to 2 pieces of equipment at the same time, a tool and a garment. If you want to check out what equipment someone's using, just inspect the card with right-click. If you want to swap up or remove something, just click the equipment in the inspection screen to unequip it. Use these resources wisely, because good equipment can make the difference between defeat and victory. Go ahead and pause then. What does this do? Raises the defense of a equipped Stackmon by 20, but reduces other attributes by 3. Okay. What's your defense? Do you even have any? Doesn't really seem like you have defense at all. Neither do you. Tell you what. You get the armor, because I feel like the armor would look better on Floof than it would on Mothold. A moth in football armor just feels kind of weird, and I'm also not convinced it'd be able to fly anymore, which would be a problem. This does mean, I think, I can equip the fishing rod directly? Yes. So I have a fishing rod attached to me? No. No, that is not where that belongs. So that's not how that works. Okay. I was hopeful, but incorrect. Okay, so you're level 2, he's still on level 1, so give him the next essence. It's nice that the essence ends up free-floating, so you can actually level up somebody who didn't do the fighting. So you don't have to do, like, switch training or anything like that, which is helpful. Do I think I could take the Harmony Scout? Answer is probably. Because they'll probably have stuff that will be weak to Mothold. What's up? Or not. You have Owl Electric and Pinpaka, so that's not great for me. Technically, I think I can avoid doing the fight. I think I can just check what they have and then run away. Bye. I was never here. I can't move you, otherwise I'd, like, move you over to a corner and just be like, nope, they didn't exist. They're not real. Owl Electric has advantage on Mothold. Pinpaka doesn't, but we don't have enough health to be taking that much of a fight. I don't think right now. I was really banking on them having at least one plant that we could beat up easily. And they do not. I do have a revive. I do have the 2 mushrooms, actually. But that Electric is also level 3. So, no. No. No, we'll take our chances with the grass instead. Frog. 2 frogs. Okay, that's fine. You two go ahead and take your prospective fights. I'll give you mushroom boosts. Have fun. Kick their ass. Oh, wow. Oh, right, they're level 0. You know what? It suddenly makes sense that Mothole just nearly deleted the one in front of it. You good workers? You are a good worker. You know what? Fine. I'll capture one of them for completeness sake. So I don't particularly want to make houses for all of these, but we'll figure it out. It spends hours in the mud with its tongue out to cool off. Horn buds start to grow and itch, so it constantly tries to reach its forehead with its own tongue. When it dozes off, its snoring makes a mud bubble. Good for it. We're still missing 4 other neutrals. There's only 2 electrics in the demo. There's a lot of rocks. We're missing 2 plants, though I wouldn't be surprised if this is the evolution of our floof. There's 4 fires, one of which definitely being an evolution, and then there's some kind of fire kitten. And of course, for Aether, we've got our Mothole, possibly an evolution of Mothole there, and 2 other things, which might be, yeah, that's probably an evolution of the one next to it. Oh yeah, and there's the platypus thing, its evolution, and a bunch of water. Looks like some kind of octopus or squid and an evolution of it. Neat. It's nice to see that they've got a decent amount of them available in the demo. We'll just let this one pass on and then take what it's got. Peek into the next route, and then we'll probably back up again into heal. Use the essence, so you hopefully hit level 2. Sweet. Pocket the berry. Into the bag, kids. We're going on an adventure. It really just seems both funny and kind of awful that we just keep stuffing them back in the bag every time we're going anywhere. We are almost at the hour mark, though, so we'll be wrapping up before too awful long. I'll probably give this the extra half hour at most. So I am enjoying this. So let's see what's in this forest. Tall grass, epla fruit, mushroom colony. Ooh, a pond for us to fish in. Harmony Scouts the route challenge. Ooh, there's a fancy tree and some coal. Okay, let's gather things together so it's easier for us to parse through here. So we've got 2 tall grass, a pond, fancy tree, and a mushroom colony. Just ignore this kid over here. They're not real. I don't really need to pocket the coal. I also don't have room for it. Let's use me and the fishing rod for that. Wolf can handle the tree. Mothole to go start looking for trouble. So let's separate the tall grass so we don't end up having you get into fights back to back. That'd be a bad call. We have plenty of epla fruit for healing if things go awry with your fight. Spindle. Well, it's a type matching, that's fine. That's also one of the other missing Aether types, so that's good. That's a lot of wood. Not quite what I was hoping for. Maybe the Happy Berry, actually. You shouldn't need much more than that to win this. Oh god, we fished up a squidoo. I only have the 1 totem. I'd rather the squidoo for additional typings. So we'll take the squidoo. So I would have liked to have both of them, if I'm honest, but it is what it is. Quit splashing me. Oh god, I'm still finding fish. Run. The fact that it, like, inches towards whatever your available mon is kind of funny. Everybody, get in the pockets. Run away. Escape. Escape. I can take him, I just was not ready to deal with him at the moment. Squipoo. It hovers silently in the deep water, staring as if in meditation. When the eye on its head blinks, the water reflects memories that shine and then fade away. So it's like some kind of squid monk. I feel like I'd rather have had the lily fin because it's kind of weird looking. But decisions have been made before decisions could be made, really. That should be enough to win that fight. I didn't even realize I was still sitting there fishing, otherwise I would have avoided this entire situation happening. On the bright side, though, this has been great training for Floof, so I'm kind of fine with how this has played out. Now, the question is, since I have the mushrooms, do I do the brave and ooh, water. Give me the water essence. Do I do the brave and stupid thing and look in the tall grass? The answer is yes. Slug mush. That'd be better for Mothhold to fight. I know I used up my last apple of fruit, but we needed to in that situation. While they fight, I'll pick up the wood. Give him a mushroom to help him fight that thing, too. It's a shame that this is gonna go to waste a little bit in terms of it dying, but... Oh, wow, a crit. Nice. Well done. Well done. This has been a profitable trip. Hey, we got 2 more mushrooms from that, too, so that was a good exchange. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. You just missed me fight one more creature. That's about it. We beat up a mushroom, used 1 mushroom to get 2 mushrooms. There we go. Floof is level 3. Wow, excellent work. Your Stackmon has learned a new skill or ability. These little creatures are truly fascinating, always striving to evolve and adapt. Here's the thing. A Stackmon can learn both skills active and abilities passive. Each creature can have 2 skills and 2 abilities at the same time. To check which skills and abilities your companion has, just inspect its card with a right click. Passive abilities are applied automatically whenever the appropriate condition occurs. Active skills require your decision. You must activate them manually during gameplay by clicking the skill button as soon as it becomes available. But remember, skills have cooldowns, so you need to use each one wisely. I'm very proud of you. You and your Stackmon are advancing very quickly in your studies. So what do you know how to do now? You have Paralyzing Shock. Applies 60% slow to rival Stackmon for 15 seconds. That does not seem like a move a plant should have, but sure, why not? We didn't end up having to use our Revive Gem, so that's good. We're both kind of in shambles, though, so I think we're gonna go home. Actually, wait, without the fishing rod, is there any interaction with this pond? Damn it. I was hoping to pick up, like, some more water before we went home. Let's go home. Wow, you've already tamed 5 different Stackmons. Here's your reward. I kind of assumed taming was going to get me extra stuff. Extra pouch, idea for the campfire, and the apprentice. Allow me to introduce my newest construction apprentice. Yes, a Mountate, a creature of admirable strength and, let's say, rather unconventional learning methods. I'm taking this opportunity to introduce you to the beautiful art of engineering and applied architecture. There's just one small detail. He's not exactly fond of reading. Structural recipes, diagrams, instructions, all that goes right over his head. But he learns exceptionally well by observing things in practice. So here's my proposal. Build the structures he's trying to understand and show them to him. In return, he'll reward you and even share recipes for new structures he wants to learn. And of course, by helping him, you'll also be directly contributing to the growth of our camp. Collaborative engineering at its finest. So now we know how to make a campfire. It was 4 twigs and 2 rocks. I was so close. I was so close the whole time. The coal was completely unnecessary. I just didn't bring enough twigs to it. Which, thankfully, we have plenty now. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Make a campfire. What does this want? 4 wood. 3 happy berries. No, fuck you. I need all of my things right now. Figure out what that water does at some point. But good news, everyone. We'll finally have a campfire. And we can teach the apprentice about it, too. Which, even if he, like, breaks the campfire or something when I teach it to him, I can just make another one with what I've got. So it'll be fine. I also need to activate this extra pouch so I have yet another space. There we go, campfire. Learn about fire. Fire good. But fire burn. Be careful. Okay, good, I do get to keep my campfire. We got the idea for the furnace, an AP coin, and a work Andy. Give to your trainer or Stackmon to raise its working speed attribute permanently. Neat. We also don't need a duplicate of the furnace recipe, so we'll go ahead and break that down. He obviously wants to learn about a furnace. No, not my liver. I need that. Mostly. Kind of helpful. Okay, so let's see. A furnace needs 1 coal, 1 campfire, 3 rocks. Here I am, fresh out of rocks. Well, not really. I got 1 left, but you get the point. Let's see. My work stat is 2. That's pretty horrendous, actually. Also, come on out, kids. You should probably go take a nap. After kind of getting trashed out there in the field. I'll go ahead and munch the candy anyway, because I do a lot of work myself. Okay, that gave me 5 working power, so that's good. I just need 1 more money. Tell you what, turn that into twigs. Oh wait, there's a twig over there too. That's fine. The idea though is we're gonna turn those twigs into money, turn the money into more cards, and hopefully do what I need to do from there. A tree, an apple, and a rock formation. Rock formation is what I needed so that I can make the furnace. Then we can teach the apprentice about the furnace. And everything's gonna be great. Okay, Floaf is done healing, so go ahead and knock that tree down. Mothhold, you just kind of hang out. Sit, people. Let's see, 4 wood, 3 happy berries. Nah. Let's see. Campfire was 4 twigs. 2 rocks, so convert that into more twigs. I know I just sold some, but we have a lot of wood. It's not like it's a problem. And I'll get that campfire made. Because I want to keep the other campfire just in case. So I'm actually going to need more rocks. Because I'm pretty confident that there's going to be recipes from the campfire that the furnace won't be able to do. I wouldn't be surprised if this game separates furnace into only melting things and campfire still needed for cooking things. Speaking of... Aha! We can make something out of the mushroom! We probably can turn like every food item into a cooked version of the food item. Baked mushroom. 400% haste for 9 seconds. Okay, cook a berry too. The fact that that does it on its own is fantastic, and I'm glad I'm choosing to do that. It sadly doesn't increase their value, though. That's the one downside. Oh, that looks kind of weird. Does heal for twice as much, though, so that's definitely worth it. Bake the apple. I no longer need these recipes, because we now know these recipes. Means we can get another Dawn of Adventure. A rock formation and another tree. Perfect. That'll do everything we needed to do. 25 hit points. Let's go. Best news of the whole day here. Need to convert that down. Oh, you know, I did sell the furnace recipe a little hasty, didn't I? Something like that. I know it was rocks, campfire, and coal. Yeah, you ever get ahead of yourself? Man, did I get ahead of myself. Oh yeah, we've also got all of these poor fools in the thing here. Oh, the pin pack is actually like an incredibly good worker. I need for a house again. Oh yeah, there we go. I do have the recipe for furnace. 3 rocks, a campfire, and a coal. So it's just the fact that I only had 2 rocks there. There we go. Campfire coming up. House is 2 bricks, 2 wood. We don't have bricks right now, so we can't make another house. It's a brick house. Have so much stuff. So much stuff. Trying to organize it a little bit while I'm waiting for things to happen here. Furnace get. Here, look, a furnace. Four rocks, 4 wood, meh. Gave me back my furnace, which we can now toss the iron ore and a coal into. Or coal? Maybe somebody needs to work it. No? Huh. Kinda figured the... Needs coal to work. Huh. Clearly I'm missing a piece of that puzzle, and we'll figure it out later. Garden, another work candy, e-coin. Garden need. Oh, that's what the water will be for. Okay, so it's just soil with extra uses. That's still useful. And you, of course, want to learn about gardens. That just makes nothing but sense. Oh, right, the football armor is reducing your stats. I was like, why do you have 7... Why do you have 20 minus 3? Tell you what then, I'm gonna sell the iron ore for now. We'll come back to that thought later. As in, probably not in the demo. Oh, because we have other things to do. I could definitely see myself spending a long time messing with this. I don't think I would stream it more, though. That's the one downside, is I don't know if it's that interesting for y'all. Feel free to correct me on that if I'm barking up the wrong tree there, but... There's just not a lot happening visibly, necessarily. Unless you're as excited about piecing things together as I am, which I do not know if everybody would be. Yeah, everything has its positives and negatives in that regard. Okay, you can't throw wood into the furnace. I was kind of hoping to make more coal by just burning wood. So that's not how that works. Okay. Well, we need to get more soil. That's going to be the big problem. Yeah, you seem to be on a similar wavelength there, Bug, so I figured you'd understand. Okay, I can't even give him the work candy yet, because he's not technically a friend. So I would like to push their working ability up to 20, but I think I'll just give it to Flauf then. Make up for the downgrade from the football armor. So I guess while we're at home, I could just, you know, take the armor off. Yeah, exactly. Like, I could definitely spend all day with this. There's a lot of just sitting here staring at it going like, what does this go together with? And just piecing that together. Which, working through the thought process can be engaging as well, but it's differently engaging. It's an interesting scenario. You know, actually, I'm just gonna sell the football armor. For the purpose of what we're doing right now, I'll just sell it. So we can make things happen. 2 gem formations, huh? And a rope. Since you have so much faster working speed, you go ahead and just chew through that. Well, no. You work on that one, I'll work on this one. Because even though he's much faster than any of us, someone else making progress while he's busy still is faster. Now, was it 2 wood to a stack gem, or was it 2 stack gems to a wood? For totem. It's that, okay. So we've learned that Floof can't be trusted to make stack totems, so we'll handle these myself. And again, for the purpose of what we're doing right now, we'll just turn those into money. So we gained $2 basically out of that. Dive deeper again, get a brick, a coal formation, and a mushroom. Shit. Nope. We need the bricks for Pinpaca. Which we do have a furnace now, so why am I not just making my own bricks? Answer, my brain is getting more and more steadily cooked at this point. As peaceful as this ambiance is as well, I probably would, in the future, turn on background music. Which, that's its own whole adventure to figure out. Oh, I don't have enough wood for a house anymore, because I used up another piece of wood to make the totems. Right. What does the fishing rod sell for? It sells for 6. What the gem? Sells for 5. Let's just go ahead and sell out of all of this so we can go ham on the shopping a bit. Brick, iron ore, sand! Okay, we got sand. That's exciting. Ooh, we actually got the recipe for making those gems out of selling my gem. You almost think the game was listening. Look, you gotta do something with all that gold. You hoard it all day, but eventually you gotta use it for something. Besides, I'm a knowledge hoarder more than a money hoarder, so really it works out perfectly. You build a house. I know that's how sand sounds when it's going through something, but it really just sounds like the sand hissed at me, and I don't like that idea. If your sand is hissing, you have something in that sand and it's a problem. I wonder. Yeah, no, see, food is incompatible with the furnace. That proves what I was talking about before. There we go. House get. Pinpacker now has a house. So Pinpacker can help get work done much faster. These two are going to be the workers. Mothhold, you may as well just live in the bag, because you are just a fighter. That is your purpose in life, is to go forth and destroy. Sell the mushrooms for more stack money. Another brick, another coal, another gem formation. I just get the coal back. God damn it. That plan did not work at all. The loop is unsuccessful. I really should actually be focusing on Dawn of Adventure, though, if I'm trying to get the garden. Gems in a wood. Make a totem. Don't you bat me. Don't you sass me. How funny would it be if the iron ore interactions aren't even in the demo? Remember what I just said about I should focus on Dawn of Adventure? Thankfully, I got a rebate on my mistake, so it's fine. Yeah. There we go, there's the soil that I needed. Of course, I just had to buy 3 packs at once, and I got what I was looking for. Let's see, 4 twigs, 1 water, 1 soil. I don't have enough twigs, but I have trees right there. So you two get to work on those trees. Get either twigs or wood, it'll be fine. Meanwhile, let's bring everything else we need together. That's the last twig we need for the garden. This is when he somehow does something else and I just lose my mind. We all go on journeys sometimes, and it's good to see that you've come back from yours. I also could have been using fast forward this entire time, but I'm just kind of vibing. As you can see, though, this reaches a point where you start generating way more in the way of resources. So I could see this picking up and actually getting places much faster once you get a good loop going. Remember how I had everything neatly organized? Yeah, that got destroyed very quickly. Campfire +1. And recover its uses with coal. Okay. And you want me to make you a campfire +1. Okay. So it's just 2 campfires jammed together makes better campfire. And that makes a worrying amount of sense, but also not at the same time. Let's see, campfires, 4 twigs, 2 rocks. I do not have that, but I have the wood to make that. Like, to a certain degree, I get the same positive brain itch from this as I do from playing things like Factorio, because a lot of it is figuring out what I need to do the thing, and then waiting for the thing to happen to prove that I knew how to do the thing. There's just not constant things moving, spinning, and hissing and whirring at me in this. Not quite, anyway. You probably could put enough of a stack of things underneath one of your Stackmon to keep them busy for a good long time, though, if you really wanted to. There we go, campfire, campfire, and campfire. It's kind of weird how this is a much easier recipe than the other ones. Not so much that it's easier on materials, but just, like, easier concept. Make another tree. And as long as you never use up all of your apples, you do technically have infinite trees. So you can keep a good loop going here where you have all the wood you're ever going to need. Problem is, it is a gamble whether you get an apple back. And that's where it can fall apart. But theoretically, by then, you've made enough money to then get back what you lose. Like, you go ahead and knock the tree down. Just headbutt it till it's done. 4 rocks now. You get to work on that tree. Get to keep our campfire +1. 2 AP coins this time. And another work candy. Give that one to Floof. And we finally learned about storage. 2 rope, 3 wood. Good news, I have actually exactly that. No further purchases necessary. Get to work on it. Knew there was a reason to hang on to all that. It is nice that the apprentice kind of guides you along on what you can make. It does kind of take the trial and error out of it, but that's blessing and curse. You could ignore the apprentice entirely and make the things yourself. Is all his quests take is showing him the things. So you could completely ignore that if you want to just freeform it completely. There you go, there's a box. Learn how to make a box. I'm kind of concerned about how he learned how to make fire twice before he learned how to make a box. Kind of tells a story like he set a lot of things on fire trying to figure out how to make a box. I'm a little worried about that. The well, AP coins, and another work candy. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's true, Bug. I was close. It wasn't rocks, it was bricks, which makes sense for a well. But I had the recipe basically correct. Just replace the rocks with bricks and you're there. Okay. You know what? Fair enough. You go ahead and get another work candy. I'm trying to keep them relatively even in their work capabilities, pretty much, is the idea here. Now, in order to make more bricks, though, we are going to be stalled a little bit. Which is perfect timing, because we are at 4.5 hours, which is already half an hour longer than I had planned to go. So I do think this will be a good cut point to pass it along to somebody else. Just go have a look around and see who's doing what and figure out where we're going. Lord knows I have no shortage of options. Now, it's worth noting we will be back with more demos tomorrow, potentially some multiplayer ones. I'm still figuring out whether the person I was talking to wants to still do it or not, as they've been kind of busy being overloaded lately. So there's a bit of a back and forth there as far as that idea goes. And then Thursday we start the new archipelago I'm doing with the Dragon Council, which is going to be a wild ride. Is more than likely we're going to do the same thing we did for the last one, which is a huge pile of people are all piled in a call all at once. So, if you are overstimulated by a lot of audio, I'm sorry. I will also be right there with you probably in being overstimulated, so we may not be in that call for long, depending on how it ends up playing out this time around. Last time it managed to be just like right on the edge of what I could handle, so we stayed. But depends on how many people actually pile into it this time. and who piles into it, because some people are much more active and energetic than others, so it can be a variable thing. Absolutely. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate anybody choosing to stay with me, especially when I'm playing things that may not be as interesting, or just like bouncing from demo to demo, which can be not everybody's cup of tea, so I can understand there too. But yeah, brain needs to get back on track again. Archipelago Thursday. Friday was going to be more demos, and that was going to be guaranteed multiplayer demos, but we're flipping Friday and Saturday after a discussion I had with the people I was going to be playing on Saturday with. It sounds like we're going to be doing Blood Typers on Friday and then more demos on Saturday. I may very well do some other demos on my own before or after, depending on how things play out. That there's still more things to be determined there. And just, like, verify things out before I say for 100% certain what's happening. But that's sounding like the plan. Yeah. But yeah, Bug, you know about it. It's almost like you're gonna be there or something. What a concept. So yeah, y'all can look forward to that. I certainly am, because I do enjoy my typing, though I will warn everyone that you already know that my keyboard is a little loud, so I will see about making some adjustments to see if it will be less loud for this, since it is a lot of typing. But yeah, that's the plan for this week. Next week we go back to regular schedule. Though we finished everything we were working on before this week, so next week is still going to be kind of interesting. Because we will probably not start Final Fantasy IV immediately. I think I'm going to take another gap on the Final Fantasy, especially with how 3 ended. So we'll do a brief sidestep on that. Whether I take that moment to finish up the other things that are remaining on the list, or if I do, like, Breath of Fire 2 or something, I don't 100% know. I need to decide still what I want to do there. Tuesday, we will either start Dark Souls 3 or we will start Hades. I will at least get that process moving. There is some debate in my mind as to whether I just do Hades and Dark Souls 3 Monday and Tuesday and just fly through the rest of what I owe other than Little Nightmares, but we'll see what I feel like doing by the time that point comes around. And the rest of the week after that's going to be its usual undecided self, so we shall see what happens there. I was really hoping by this point that I would have made a decision about who I'm rating, but I may or may not have gotten distracted explaining something else and stopped looking at my list, as I'm good at this. We have all been there. I'm gonna knock out audio for a moment to see where a couple of these are at, which will help me determine. No. With what they're in the middle of, we're not going over there. Let me give this a refresh kick to see if the list changes much. That would be a good idea. There's just always so many options. Just to remind everybody, it's never a case of I don't have options. I get slapped with choice paralysis every time I unroll this list, because this list is so damn long. And And there are some people that I will always just gravitate to when they're on, and I try not to just keep doing that all the time. Because I would like to share the love with more people, but things happen. What are you doing? You actually like doing things? No. You're actually getting ready to leave, so that's a dead idea there. That's the other thing. This is why I check ahead, is because there's a lot of times where people are like on their way out right as I click over. Could bring everybody over there again, but I hate being indecisive. Makes it really goddamn difficult. Oh, you're doing Next Fest as well. You know what? We'll go over there. That makes it easy. We'll go from Next Fest batch to Next Fest batch. There we go. Brain has finally come to a decision. Look at me go. We're gonna go see Amber, who's playing currently Dark Cards of Candlewood, but I see the title saying Next Fest Day 1, so I assume Amber's gonna be hopping demo to demo like we just were today. So, thank you all so much for taking the time to be here. We will be back, like I said, tomorrow with more demos, and we will go on with the rest of the week like I was talking about already. There is a small chance, by the way, for Thursday to be early. Not by too much, though. I probably will at most be like 2 hours early on Thursday, depending on how hard everybody's hitting the archipelago already. Because I don't want to keep people waiting too long. That's about the only other thing to note. But be good to Amber, she's good people. Thank you all so much for your time. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.